He posted the cutest video singing Santa Claus is coming to town with his little son, then brutally murdered his entire family the next day. It was Christmas Eve 2017 in an apartment in Arizona. A family was gathered together enjoying the festivities. This was Anthony Ross, the dad, the mum Iris, and their 2 children. These were Nigel, aged 11, and the 10-month-old baby Honora. Anthony was being the typical embarrassing dad by the looks of things, you know, singing on a video on social media with his son. To everybody watching, it looked like a happy family. But the family were far from perfect. Anthony really wanted to portray this kind of ideal image. He was actually basically a celebrity chef. He was very successful doing what he did. But Iris had filed for divorce from him. She said he was incredibly volatile and she'd had enough of his controlling behavior. But despite this, Iris was the kind of person who really wanted to see the best in everybody, and she certainly wanted what was best for her children. The pair seemed to be trying to kind of co-parent together, especially due to the fact that it was nearly Christmas. Just one day later, an unimaginable horror was revealed. It was Christmas afternoon and Iris's sister got the most disturbing text message you could probably ever get. What the hell do you do if your brother-in-law sends you a text saying, "I just killed Iris and the kids with a gun"? Now, Iris, bless her, went into sheer panic mode, obviously, as you would. She knew he was volatile. She knew the struggles that her sister had had, but she had no idea it was going to get this dark. In the run-up to Christmas, Anthony had been harassing Iris, to be honest, but it seemed like they were kind of managing to work through things and come to some kind of parenting agreement. But after these texts came through, police obviously raced over to the scene and just found something like that out of a horror film. Iris was laid dead on the patio with a gunshot wound. But the terror was far from over. Police could see Anthony inside of the property. He was clearly armed and dangerous, and a huge standoff began. Police were like, "Come outside now and hand over your weapon." But Anthony was having none of it. This went on for 4 agonizing hours. Now, bear in mind, at this point, police don't know whether the kids are alive inside or not. Finally, they were like, potentially there's 2 children in this home that we need to save. So they forced entry. Tragically, it was too late. Both of the children were dead inside of the home. Anthony was arrested at the scene, but details of what he'd been Googling prior to this were crazy. He'd looked up news articles about a man killing his family on Christmas, as well as weapons and battery acid. It transpired that his behaviour was totally crazy in the run-up to the tragedy. One minute he'd been telling his ex he was going to put a curse on her, then he was begging to have her back. He was just finally found guilty all these years later of triple murder and is awaiting sentencing.